Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Catalina Legacy Edition 323BHSDCK travel trailer. You guys have picked a beautiful coach. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's talk about arriving at the campsite. Some things I want you to take into consideration when parking. First, you have doors that fold down into the door, or you have steps that fold up into the door. So then we'll have to have clearance to fold out. You also have your outdoor kitchen on this side. Make sure there's clearance for that to open and for your awning to open. I also want you to think about your slide. Make sure there's no blockage of those slides to open. Nothing to hinder that. Now where your cable, water, and electricity are. Off campsite is everything. Toward the front is going to be your cable. Make sure you have a long cable cord. Your power and city water connect are in between your two slides. So take all that into consideration so you can park accordingly and better utilize the facilities. Once we've got our unit parked, our hitch van's going to go over to hitch work with you, how to unhook and hook that up. You have a power tongue jack. First thing you do is make our unit level. So you have a docking light here. So we raise or lower. I recommend putting a level in the middle of your unit. Stick on the side. Have someone keep an eye on your unit, let you know when it's level. Should you lose power, there is a manual override. Hand crank for that. Speaking of power, when I arrive, I like to check the terminals, making sure that my battery connection is all good and that we've turned this to on. This is your battery disconnect. You turn it off during travel, turn it on when you arrive. Once we've got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize. So on all four corners of your unit you have stabilizing jacks. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So get your unit level first. You have this hand crank with a 3/4 inch socket on the end. Right will bring it down. You can hook up a impact driver, screw gun, socket on the end, run this down in a matter of minutes. So what I do recommend are jack pads. You can pick them up in our store. It's going to better distribute the weight, keep it from sinking in, protect your stabilizing jack legs from dirt, debris, tar, anything that can ruin these. Hot blacktop, they can sink in that. So run them down, run all four corners down. You're just going to want to run them down taut. You've already gotten your unit level, you're just going to stabilize it now. So once all four corners are all the way down, go back around and make sure you haven't lifted any other ones. Got our unit level, got it stable. Now we're going to hook up our power and our water. You can, while you're there, hook up your cable. We will have not opened the slides yet. Here's your 30 amp power cord. The new cords push in and then twist, and then your locking nut. At the end of your, you have 50 amp service on this. At the end of your 50 amp service, should you need to plug into 30, which most campgrounds are, here's your 50 to 30 dog bone. And should you need to go from 30 down to 110, in your convenience pack is this 30 to 110 adapter. Just remember, running off 110, you don't want to run both AC units. Got our power hooked up. Let's talk about our water. Right underneath your power, here's your city water connection. First and foremost, we are going to hook up a water pressure regulator into our unit. This is going to reduce the water pressure 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You want to use this whenever putting water into your unit. Put this in, plug up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Now we're going to find your hot water heater. Over on the campsite of your unit, just to the left of your door, is your hot water heater. Flip this up and turn it, access your hot water heater. What you're going to want to do at this point is just make sure your drain plug is back in. Once your drain plug's back in, you may have left this out from last time you were camping, so put that back in, and then you can turn on your water. Once your water's been out for a few minutes, you're going to pull on this pressure release valve. It's going to release air, 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 and then when water starts flowing out of here steadily, you know your hot water heater is full and you can be lit from inside. Now there is a switch on here, an on-off switch. You only use this on-off switch if you're running off 110 power. Got our city water hooked up. Let's say you want to use potable water. In that case, we're going to come down to the left to the potable water. That's where you put in your fresh water. Open this up, non-pressurized. You do not need your pressure valve for that. You're just going to pour water in here. Once this is full, do the same thing. Go and burp your hot water heater. However, when using city water or fresh water connection, that's when you're going to want to use your water pump. Don't use your water pump when city water connection, just for fresh water connection. Alright, we got our water hooked up, or electricity hooked up. I'm going to walk you around the unit and show you a few other things. Next to that freshwater tank, or underneath it, is your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. And back behind the tire here, on the left, is your freshwater drain. We'll be draining that when leaving the campsite. To the right here, furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of this, it'll get rather warm. Up top you have this huge awning that I'll run out and show you how far to run that out. Outdoor speakers. This piece here is a vent for the back of your microwave. Again, your hot water heater. You do have a 110 and cable hookup if you want to bring a TV out here. Manual override for your jacks. Use the same hand crank. Coming around in front here, you have your huge pass-through storage. Again, up front, your battery. There's a cover for your propane, but let's talk about your propane while I've got it uncovered. You do have a propane regulator here. Simply point that arrow toward the tank that you wish to use. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Battery disconnect. Right now your batteries are on. I just shut your batteries off. This is going to come in important later when I talk about your battery disconnect for your carbon monoxide detector. Come around here again, your pass-through storage, your cable connect, your big slide. Back here, your docking station. You have your power and your city water, as well as a low point drain there to drain when we're leaving. Over to the right will be your galley tank, and then your black and gray tanks here. An outdoor shower. This is really nice because it actually is up high enough to take a shower, and being in between these two slides here, you can put up a shower curtain. This will store easily inside. And lock away. Come around the back of your unit and simply remove these cotter pins to lift up your accessory rack and your spare tire. Coming up top, your unit is prepped with for a Furion backup camera device that sets on your dash and allows you to electronically communicate with that, giving you a backup camera on the unit. Talk about your outdoor kitchen. Griddle here, you'll push down on both of these to bring it out. And there you have your griddle. 110 out here, bottle opener. Down below here is your quick connect LP and your other manual override for your slide. A leash link if you have a pet. If you do want to use your access door, so you can pull down on that one, pull down on that one. About covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. First, you have these great solid steps. I'll open the door all the way. I'll show you how to close those when we're leaving. Coming inside the unit, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to this control panel, turn on your interior lighting. Now that we can see a little bit, I'm going to go over this control panel. This is where you'll check your levels. Your fresh tanks are all empty, your batteries new, all your tanks are empty. Coming over here is your slides. This first one's going to be for your living room slide. One thing I want to mention on your slides, you're pretty good on this side. Make sure when closing your slides or opening your slides, your doors here and your doors on your pantry down there are closed. Nothing to hinder the slide. We'll run it back out. You hear that clicking noise? That's okay to hear. And then the top one's going to be your other slide. Below that is your awning. I'm going to extend that out real quick while I'm going over the other things. This is for your exterior lighting. This is your multicolored awning lighting. Your interior light, your water pump that I told you to turn on when using potable water, and your DSI heater. Your awning's running out. Just about at the end there, you see that flap. When that flap falls down to 90 degrees, you know you've went out as far as you need to go. We'll run that back in. Start talking about a few other things in the unit. In the entry doorway, as with every entry doorway, is going to be your fire extinguisher. Make sure everyone that's camping with you knows where this is at. And then on the bottom of the door here is your carbon monoxide detector. This is a 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're not plugged in, make sure you use your battery disconnect. Otherwise, this will run your battery down. To the right here in your entertainment center, we're going to turn on our fireplace. Oh, I need 110 to turn on the fireplace. I'm on battery right now. But what I wanted to mention right now is fireplace isn't just for looks anymore. These will warm it up in here quickly. So if you're camping, it's a little chilly at night or in the morning, instead of using your gas up, go ahead and turn on your electricity and this will warm it up. Turn on your fireplace and this will warm it up quickly by using their electricity. Here's a control for your lights outside, all the different colors. Your awning light. Control for your fireplace and for your television. There's all your hookups for that. Coming around to your sofa. Turn off the lights, show you how to make that into a bed really quick. One touch lighting over top. This simply jackknifes. Lift the front up and the back folds down. Just that quick, you have a bed. Lift up the front. You do have a little bit of storage under here as well. And you're back to some theater seating couch. Dinette. Remove those legs and that table sits right on this lip here. And put your back cushions down. Got a making table. Come over here to the kitchen. Turn on some more lighting. Let's start. We're talking about a self-explanatory microwave. Below that you do have a light and a fan for your stove. On your stove, this glass makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn to light, hit your spark, and you have flames. You do have a panel light as well. Quickly about your fridge. It's all electric. This is where you turn your fridge on now. I recommend plugging this in and turning this on a couple hours before hitting the road. Some safety notes here. Coming around to the back of your unit at the bottom of your pantry, next to the 110, is an access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. Now it looks like you have mostly 15s in here. I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go. You can pick those up at the store and use your 10% off coupon as well. In the hallway on the wall, we have our thermostat that will control heat, fan, and cool. Set it to the desired temperature. Backing up and going into your bathroom really quick. A couple things to mention. This is where your GFCI protection popper is, so remember where that's at. And you have plumbing in here to keep an eye on. Remember, it's just like a house to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing under your sink and behind your toilet. Here's your lighting for in here. You do have a hand crank open, manual turn on exhaust fan. First I'm going to show you how to open up these stairs. You have your solid steps. Lift them up and into the doorway. You'll see a stop about here. Make sure your door over here is opened all the way. If you turn your handle, locked in. Unlock, lock. Close your door. Lift to turn your handle. Deadbolt your door. Every time deadbolt your door. I've heard horror stories about doors flying open going down the road. So after we've done that, we're going to come to our hot water heater. We're going to pull our drain plug. We're going to come to our freshwater drain. And we're going to open that plug. We're going to make sure our stabilizing jacks are all up. We closed up our slides. And we'll come back over to this side, to the other low point drain, and drain these. Now you can do this at the campsite. It's clean water. Do it the night before if you're not going to be utilizing anything in the morning. But go ahead and drain all your tanks, then head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, I recommend maybe getting a Y. You do have a sewage hose that comes in your convenience pack. I recommend you get something a little longer so it'll split between the two of them. However, you're going to start on the left with your black tank. You're going to pull your black tank handle on the right. After your black tank handle's been going for a while and it sounds like it's empty, leave your black tank handle open and head back around to your camp. Over on your campsite, just below your potable water tank, is a black tank flush. You're going to hook up your water pressure regulator again, and you're going to hook up the hose at the dump station. You're going to turn it on, and you're going to let it run for about 5 minutes. That's going to spray out your black tank. Clean it out real nice, get all that sewage out of there. After about 5 minutes, shut off your water, unplug all that, head back over and close your black handle. After you've closed your black handle, you're going to pull your gray handle. Pull your gray handle, and then if you don't have another sewage hose, just go down to that one, pull that gray handle, empty the grays out. That's going to be your cleaner water, your sinks, your showers. That's going to clean your hose out for you. And then when you're done, store your hose in a convenient sanitary place. That about covers everything. We thank you for choosing TradeWinds. Again, you've picked a beautiful model in this Catalina Legacy. Hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.